Hello lovely universe, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ines. Today I want to share a story with you that was it was in my mind. I didn't know how to start telling you, but I did a video. I was in Santon last weekend. I did a video on this, and it came out so beautiful, and I lost the whole footage. I became so discouraged, and now I thought to myself, let me grab a camera. After weeks of 2 weeks of stress, I thought to myself, let me just grab a camera and speak to you again about this situation. So I got dumped. Yes, I got dumped. So many years ago, I met this guy. He seemed nice, loving, caring, like he wanted me, you know. He loved me, and yeah, so he used to tell me he loved me, you know. So we had a lot of plans ahead of us. Like we met when I was still young as well, and he was like, he's gonna marry me when I turn 25, and yeah, and that we would start a future together. And you know, we planned, basically he planned, both we did planned our future. He was older than me as well, and you know, he knew more about things, so we planned the whole future. He had more like things set on record and things, yeah. So what happened was, our relationship didn't work out. 1 year later, we had to break up. So I think he went on seeing other people, and then I went to seeing other people. And yes, and then I got into another relationship, and I broke up with that person, and it's the one that did this to me. And then a year later, we met again, you know. When we met again, he still wanted me. He wanted to be with me again, and he was looking for me all over the place. And he said he still loves me. He wants us to work things out. And then we agreed, let's just stay a little bit of like be friends at first, to just try and get the sparkle again back, you know. So yeah, so then we started dating again, you know. After being a little friends for a little bit, we started dating again. Let's call this guy, what are we gonna call him? He had green eyes, so let's call him the green eyes guy. Let's call him the green eyes guy. So this green eyes guy was really good to me, and yeah, but he wasn't very open, you know, about his situation. He had 2 kids from his previous relationship, and he didn't really, but he was a very good father to his children. He was an amazing guy. But I had a daughter as well, you know, from somebody who didn't want to take responsibility of a child. But he didn't accept my daughter because he wished my daughter was his, not somebody else's. But he left me. I mean, we broke up, and I went to meet somebody else, and broke up with that person, and I met somebody else, and I had a daughter. And you know, she is part of me, and if you don't accept my daughter, you clearly don't love me, you don't accept me. So anyway, yeah, so he was very interested. He was so showing a lot of interest, wanting really to be with me. And what happened was, when I got burned, my ex-boyfriend, of course, was targeting me, because he wanted me back, and I didn't want to take him back into my life. He was very abusive. As you guys know the whole story. One day I'll just tell another version of it as well, which is the same version. It's just tell a few more details that I forgot to add up onto my abusive story. Yeah, so yeah, and he was there supporting me and stuff like that, and but he was like, no, don't mind that guy, he won't do anything to you, it's just a big mouth and whatever. And because he, you know, I wouldn't do to anybody what has happened to me, but he made me feel, you know, safe around him, you know, like I could count on him. And when when my ex-boyfriend would try and, you know, threaten my life and my daughter's life, and because he didn't get his way, so his tantrums that he wanted to kill us and all of that, and even hurt the person that is with me. He threatened that, and I went to the police station. I got a protection order and everything else. But yeah, so when this situation happened, when I got burned, this guy, he disappeared. Yeah, this is a guy, he actually dumped me on my death bed. What happened was, the same evening that I got burned, thrown acid onto my face and upper body. I think you can see my scars and see all these thighs, and I put it over here. Yeah, so when this whole thing happened, the same night, same day, the same evening, which was already night, this guy came to the hospital, and because he got a phone call from my babysitter, the owner of the house, and her daughter used to work for me as well. It's because I used to do a lot of work and studies, and so I had to have somebody who I could trust my daughter, and that lady was amazing to my daughter, and my daughter loved her so much. Amazing. So I was hospitalized, and he came to me. I remember very well seeing this green-eyed guy coming to me in hospital. Sorry, didn't see him coming in hospital. He actually came to me, and he came straight into my face like this and said to me, "Oh, what happened?" And I couldn't talk. I looked at him, and my tears rolled down my eyes because I did swallow some of the acid, so I lost my voice, and I couldn't really see very clear, but I remember seeing him, hearing his voice. I kind of saw him blurry. He was there, and he said to me, I remember hearing him because my ears weren't deaf. I wasn't deaf or anything, but he told me on my deathbed, you don't even know if a person's gonna survive or die. He said to me that, please don't tell anybody that we're dating, that you have a boyfriend. I don't think I'll see you from now. I'm so sorry for what you went through. And that was it. I actually got dumped on my deathbed. Wow, unbelievable. I've seen different stories like Turia Pitt, a lady from Australia, with Michael, I think it's Michael Smith. I hope so. Sorry if I got the a surname wrong, but I think that's the name. When she got burnt in a bushfire, this guy dropped everything. I mean, I'm not saying that the guy was with me at the time, the green-eyed guy, to drop everything, you know, to come from and be with me or anything, but show some lack of sympathy and respect for human life, and just be, you know, this guy who turned to be, who was a Prince Charming. God, when they say that phrase that says, when the days are dark, friends are few, and you only know people when you hit rock bottom. That's right. I believe that is so true, guys. It happened to me. So he dumped me, and I see story of Turia Pitt and Michael. They were dating for quite a while, and they knew each other very well, and this person knew me very well. He knew me very well, and yeah, I just felt like, wow, everything was just a lie. He was, you know, maybe he was trying to get something from me, and which he did. Didn't really want me. He had somebody else. And that's not all. I actually saw other stories as well, that people met and they were dating, and the situation called the memories. And that's not all. When I started to recover a little bit more, my daughter was by myself, not by herself. She had my landlady and the babysitter. They were so amazing. They were looking after her. And my babysitter couldn't find my daughter's undies, panties. And I asked him if he actually came to the hospital. He brought a few things for me. I said, I actually could speak at that time. I think it was a month later and something. And then he surprised me at the hospital by bringing things because he knew where I was. Because he used to call the doctors and speak to them and says, she's my friend. She's just a girl I knew. She's just a friend. I feel sorry for her, and So this is why I want to check up on her, which hospital is she and what is happening and how is she doing. And yeah, so the one time he came to the hospital, when he came there, he actually brought some fruits and things and sweets and chocolates and stuff like that. I couldn't eat them all. I couldn't eat them because I wasn't eating at the time, you know. I wasn't eating, so I had some things that they would feed me through a tube, you know. So but I could speak. I could speak a little bit slowly. Here and there words will come out, but very softly and slowly. And then after that, and then my voice became so thick, like I almost felt like I had a microphone down my throat. When I would speak, I felt like the dude was speaking. Wasn't my voice at all. Gosh, that was scary. And having my voice coming back to normal and speak the way I do, it's a miracle on its own. Just life in general. Second chance that God gave me to be here and experience life again, you know, with my daughter, you know, seeing the world and the sky and things and plants and animals. It's just a miracle. Anyway, seeing people as well, you know. Anyway, he came to the hospital and then he was like, yeah, he brought me those things and he was like, yeah, I met somebody else. I said, okay, who is she? And then he was like, oh, it's a girl from Cape Town. It's a black girl as well. She's from Cape Town. She has a boyfriend, but she's gonna leave him for me. I said, oh, good for you. And then he was like, he didn't ask about my daughter, not even once. And I said to him, I said, look, my babysitter is telling me that she can't find my daughter's panties. Is it possible that you could buy like 30 rand panties and go and drop it at my house? So because I don't know where the things are, she cannot find anything. But the things were there. It's just that she couldn't find where they were. He refused. He says, where's her father? He's asking, where's my daughter's father? He knows the story, you know, where my daughter's father is at. That wants nothing to do with the child. You know, at the time I was pregnant, he dumped me pregnant and all of that. And yeah, he even suggested that the person that did this to me should be responsible to take care of my daughter. How would I take my child and send it into the hands of a monster? He just tried to kill us like a month ago. Are you for real? Like, are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? This is when I saw that this guy is a demon. He's heartless. He has no soul. He's a father of 2 children. One of them with a special need, just like learning disability. Very beautiful little girl. But she, for her to catch up on things like learning, is quite slow, but she's so smart. And but the son, he also has a son. The son is a really smart. He's fine. He's normal. Yeah. And wow. No, this is the girl you used to love, and this is how you treat her daughter. Unbelievable. I was just shocked. I was just speechless. I didn't know what to say. All I did in front of him, since I couldn't really move from where I was, couldn't walk, I could just talk and stay there. Everything I used to do over there on the bed. Anyway, so I pressed the button with my 1 finger. My fingers are fine, didn't get hurt or anything, thanks God. Didn't get burnt. I pressed with my 1 finger button in the bed where I was, and the nurse came in. Here in South Africa we call them sister. They're not really qualified nurse. They're just like people coming in if they inject the drip if you are in pain, and they can't really give you injection because they don't really know, you know. So they just monitor the whole process of how the patient is doing, and they call the doctors, you know. But we do have nurses here. So I called one of the sisters. The hospital was checking up on me. So they came, the 2 of them, because I was in a very serious condition. So whenever I pressed something, they quickly came in. I'm just so grateful for those sisters for being so patient and loving, and some of them weren't patient at all anyway, but the doctors were amazing to me. I'm just so grateful. One of these days I'll take you guys with me to the hospital. You're gonna meet the doctors, you're gonna meet my plastic surgeon, Gabriel Dukas. This is a private hospital, but the government hospital where I was at first, I'll make sure you guys meet everybody, and you guys will they'll say hello to you guys. And yeah, I called her and I said to her, I called this sister, and they came, the two of them, and I said, may you please take all of these things, because I won't be able to eat them, and you eat them. And they were like, oh my gosh, Ines, thank you so much, thank you. I said, you're welcome. In front of him, you know, to give him that pain as well, because he's doing this to me. This guy was so heartless. He was just, oh, yeah, very cruel towards me. And yeah, so I got dumped on my deathbed, and this is story time I had. And this person promised me the world, and yeah, sure. The one time he actually said to me he's gonna travel and he's gonna go to Dubai for some work, and I should go with him, and I'll be busy shopping, and he's gonna be working, because of course he's an IT. I can't do what he does. So obviously when he's busy at work, I would go a little shopping, not only clothes but things for the house, and prepare things. And when he comes back, and you know, and we had all of these cute talks, moments and stuff, and wow, unbelievable. Anyway, that's my story time. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. Please comment down below and tell me your story. If you can relate, please do share yours. And thank you so much for being so loving and kind, and thank you for subscribing and liking my channel. And please like and subscribe and share my videos, and I am so grateful for you guys, and I will see you on my next one. Bye. So you guys, I think you guys know.